I know that you can't really see, but today we're reading a book called The Year of the Dog by Grace Lin. I've never read this book before, so I'm excited to start it. It got donated recently, so let's check it out. There is some Chinese in here, which I do not speak Chinese, but I'm going to try my very best. So this has a picture, and then it says, "A Sweet New Year." "Happy New Year," Dad laughed into the phone. Gong zing gong zi, yang kai li. The phone had been ringing all night with relatives calling to wish us a happy Chinese New Year. If we had lived in Taiwan, we would have been having a big dinner with all of our relatives, aunts, uncles, and cousins. But since we lived in New Hartford, New York, they called us instead. "Yes," Dad said over the phone to Uncle Leo, "Happy Year of the Dog." "What does that mean when it's the Year of the Dog?" I asked. Our kitchen was full of rich, heavy smells because Mom and Lissy were cooking the special Chinese New Year dinner. I was teaching Kiki how to draw a dog for our decorations. I know every Chinese New Year is a different animal, but is something special supposed to happen because it's the Year of the Dog? How to draw a dog. Right there. "Yes," Lissy told me, nodding her head so hard that her black hair swung back and forth. Lissy always thought she knew everything. "You know how they say a dog is a man's best friend? Well, in the Year of the Dog, you find your best friends." "That's true," Mom said, her hands mixing speckled brown meat. "Because dogs are faithful. They say the Year of the Dog is the year for friends and family. But there's more to it than that. The Year of the Dog is also for thinking. Since dogs are also honest and sincere, it's a good year to find yourself." "Find myself?" Kiki said. "Why? I'm not lost." We all laughed, and Mom tried to explain. "No," she said, "finding yourself means deciding what your values are, what you want to do, that kind of thing." "Like deciding what you want to be when you grow up?" I asked. "Yes," Mom nodded her head. "Well," Lissy said, I've decided I'm definitely not going to be a chef because I'm tired of cooking. We still have to make the shrimp, the pork, and the vegetables. We're never going to eat." We will, Mom said, and she looked at the clock. "Pacey, stop drawing and go fill the New Year's tray." I went to the cabinet and took out the New Year tray. We had polished it so much that I could see myself shining in the red and black wood. I also took out the bag of special Chinese New Year candy. It's very important that the New Year tray is filled with candy. If it's full of sweet things, it means your year will be full of sweet things. Kiki hung up our drawings and then came over to help me. Though she didn't really help much, all she did was eat the candy. She loved New Year's candy. I don't know why. It isn't real candy like chocolate or lollipops. New Year's candy is sticky, taffy, melon candy, the color of the moon. Kiki kept eating candy, so I couldn't fill the whole tray. I looked in the cupboard for more, but there wasn't any more. But there were rainbow-colored M&Ms. I loved M&Ms. That's real candy. So I filled the rest of the tray with that. So this is the New Year tray that they're showing filled with candy. When Lissy saw the tray, her mouth made a big O. "You can't fill that tray with M&Ms, she told me. "It's a Chinese tray. Only Chinese candy is supposed to go in it. But there's not enough Chinese candy to fill it," I told her. We both looked at the tray. We couldn't decide if it was better to have the tray be half empty with only Chinese candy or full with Chinese and American candy. Mom was frying food, so we took the tray to Dad. He scooped up a big handful of Chinese candy and M&Ms and ate it. "This way is good," he said. "We should have both, Chinese and American candy for the new year. It's just like us, Chinese-American. I think it's going to be a very sweet year." So that's fun. That is a book called The Year of the Dog, and that was our first chapter. So if you like that, come on by the library, and I'm happy to help you check it out. All right, have a nice day. We'll see you next week.